So, with how non reactive and nonchalant most of the population is to a lot of the information that's being revealed, referenced, and exposed right now, I'm starting to believe that the whole NPC quote unquote theory is not just a figurative thing. I'm starting to believe that it's a legitimate phenomenon that actually exists where there are people that are walking around here and they have no soul. Like their entire being is just a blank space of matter and they really just exist to conform to the matrix. To essentially they have no ability to question, they have no ability to go against or question any of the detrimental systems that are in place. I mean, you got people right now that are more concerned about the Super Bowl than about a lot of the shit that's being exposed. I mean, it is literally being exposed that your world leaders are raping and molesting children. They are cannibalizing their flesh. They are sacrificing them in the name of ancient Canaanite gods and shit that they believe in because they believe that it'll give them a one-up on everybody else, which maybe it is because they're at the upper echelon of society and you're not. Like, people don't understand. This is not information that you can afford to be nonchalant or non-reactive towards. This is very serious. These are very serious issues. And that's the fucking problem with this dumbass population. This is what I mean by NPC theory, is because a lot of these people have no seriousness or sense of urgency about them once it comes to very serious issues. And some people will make the argument like, oh, well, a lot of people are just exhausted. They've been completely dismantled by, the how the society is today, being overworked, underpaid, and everybody's just tired. Yeah, that is a part of it. But you want to know what else is a part of it that people try to bypass? It's the fact that a lot of people are just dumb. Like, a lot of them are just soulless beings that are NPCs that have no ability to question anything. Because at the end of the day, you still got people worried about what their favorite celebrity is doing, or the Super Bowl, like I mentioned before, or all this dumbass trivial shit. This frivolous nonsense that has no value at all. That's not dumb. That's not even being considered being a dumbass. This is just straight up NPC behavior. Like, we live in, and this is why I'm not surprised at all. I don't think anybody with any actual common sense is surprised by the fact that a lot, you're seeing more and more articles, more and more dudes dropping out of society, more and more dudes choosing not to participate if they're in a position to do so. It's like, yeah, you might as well. If you have the opportunity to just sit inside and play video games all day or do what you enjoy doing, why would you not do that as opposed to conforming to systems that are a detriment to you? I mean, why work for these powerful billionaire people in these bum-ass corporations that ain't paying you shit anyways, just for them to go violate children and sacrifice them to the gods and shit, and all the type of fuck-ass shit that they do? What is the point? Because people will pass this off as, oh, a lot of these dudes are just lazy. Who gives a fuck? What, you think you doing something of value, working that job all day, providing for your masters at the top? Your evil psychopathic masters? But you're not doing shit working that job. Sure, you need money in order to survive, but that's the only reason as to why working should be in your mind. But a lot of these people, they turn it into like an ego competition of, oh, I got this status, or I got this this position, and I don't want to be seen as a loser. Bro, what are you talking about? Well, your status and all this career shit has no value. That shit does not matter when the people that you are providing and working for at the top are doing shit like this. Fuck your career. Fuck the Super Bowl. I'm telling you, man, a lot of people just need to take their heads out of their asses, bro. Like, a lot of people really need to take their heads out of their asses, because, and this is, and you know, I've talked on live streams multiple times about the upcoming future, whatever the elites have planned about the digital ID, social credit score system, and you know, they basically want to implement a society where everything's monitored and tracked and shit like that. And you got people that think that, oh, this is too far-fetched and it would never go that far. How? Look at everything being revealed right now, and look at how nonchalant people are about it. Look at how focused on dumbass shit that people are, as opposed to this very serious information that's being released. And you're telling me that a dystopian future is too hard to fathom? How is it too hard to fathom when these dumbass, no backbone losers are not who do you see revolutionizing, standing up against, or rebelling against the current system right now? Like, who do you see en masse doing this? Exactly. Regardless of how much information is revealed, people are still going to walk into their jobs. They're still going to continue to conform to systems that are fucking them over. And then you're surprised, and then people are going to be surprised whenever these systems are eventually implemented and we end up living in this dystopian shithole. It's not far-fetched at all, bro, because the vast majority of people are coward-ass motherfuckers. They're not going to do shit. These people because a lot of people think that these files are being released because the truth is coming out, and it's like, bro, no. These people are not confessing anything. They're showing you how overconfident and extremely cocky that they are at the fact that they can tell you exactly what they're doing. All this stuff that you thought everybody thought, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. You're just a conspiracy theorist. Okay, where's the conspiracy theory now? These people don't have to hide anything that they do because they know most people are fucking cowards. They're not confessing anything. They are bragging. That's what they're doing. And for the love of God, don't even get me started on the room temperature IQ retards that still think that this is about politics or political ideology. The amount of posts that I've seen on Facebook talking about this type of stuff, and you got these retards in the comment section playing Captain Save-A-Ho to their favorite political figure, as if there aren't Democrats and Republicans mentioned in the fucking files doing crazy shit. Like, what is it going to take for these motherfuckers to understand this is not about politics? This is not about this race versus that race, or all this divide and conquer distraction bullshit. It's the common person versus the fucking elite. That's it. Everything else is an illusion. Everything else is a waste of time. Everything else is brainwashing. Everything else is programming. And it's not just me. I'm proud of the people that I have seen on social media, because I've seen people going on rants shouting out this same exact thing that I'm talking about. I've seen this one dude that I posted on, I reposted on a social media platform. He was talking about, like, bro, who cares what your political position is when these motherfuckers are abusing children? Like, who cares about that shit? Take your head out of your ass and focus on the bigger picture. This is a clown society and a clown world that we live in. And all of this trivial shit that people are focused on instead of shit that's actually important, this is exactly why we're leading on a roller coaster to hell. And we're getting there pretty fast. So if you're in a position to just sit on your ass and play video games all day and not really work and do what you want and basically just sleep all day and do whatever you want, do that shit. Because this is honestly just pathetic as hell. That motherfuckers are concerned about the goddamn Super Bowl with everything going. I didn't even know that the Super Bowl took place until like a day and a half to 2 days after it happened. That's how unimportant this type of shit should be to you. And God help the motherfuckers that are still stupid enough to be having children in this time period. And you don't know something? I think the reason as to why people want to they want to cling to their political heroes thinking that somebody's coming to save them is because it's that cowardice. They want to believe that there is a way to avoid a fight against the elites, that there is a way around violence towards these monsters. There isn't. You're not going to vote shit out. You are not going to peacefully protest shit. And when I'm talking about a revolution, I'm not talking about some dumbass shit where people go on the streets and start just destroying random people's property and all this low IQ shit. People don't even riot the right way. You don't even direct your attack towards the people that that are actually fucking you over. These motherfuckers will literally go out on the street and bust in some random their fellow slave's car window. All you're doing is damaging the property of your fellow slaves. And when the elites see that, that basically gives them a justification to send the law enforcement after you. Because, oh, look at they're destroying property and shit. They're destroying public property and people's personal items and shit. It's like, bro, a lot of these motherfuckers are so dumb, man. Even when they riot, even when they revolutionize or riot, they don't even do that properly. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Like a lot of people, they cling to their political heroes because they want to believe that there's a way around fighting the elite, which there isn't. I mean, you think you're about to stand outside of one of these monsters' house, peacefully protest, and they're going to walk outside of their house and be like, oh, I suddenly developed empathy. I got to take accountability now. All right, guys, I'll go to wherever you want me to. It's like, bro, why can't you understand that these people, their psychology is completely different from yours? They do not feel guilty about this shit. They are not if any of them that are in positions of power, they are not going to voluntarily give it up. You have to remove them by force. That's how the fucking real world works. You're not going to vote out shit. You're not going to peacefully protest shit. None of that shit. But even then, at this point, it might be too late. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's really pathetic that, after everything that motherfuckers are hearing being revealed, your mind is going to peacefully protesting. Bro, this is the reason why they're able to get away with this shit in the first place, is because nobody wants to do anything that's going to send out an actual real message. When you find out that your world leaders are raping and molesting children and sacrificing them and drinking their blood and cannibalizing them and all types of weird, demonic, heinous shit, you don't peacefully protest that, bro. You bust their door in, hold them down, and pull their arms and legs off or decapitate them or publicly execute them or something. You need to do something that sends out a message that's like, hey, if you ever in your life get even the slightest notion, the slightest idea of doing some shit like this to children, we will find you, We will bust your door in and we will kill you. There's no way around that, bro. The reason why they do this shit is because they know y'all are not going to do shit about it. You're not going to take any action that's going to send out an actual message to these monsters like, hey, you do this shit, we're going to kill you. All right? We don't play that shit over here. Like, y'all don't want to let them know that this is not a game and we don't fuck around with this shit. But this is the problem. People have no sense of urgency or seriousness about them once it comes to very serious issues. Motherfuckers want to rush to defend their favorite celebrity like a bitch whenever somebody's talking about them. Or y'all are always up to date on the latest celebrity beef or whatever the hell that some jackass in Hollywood is going through. But once it comes to shit like this, you're more worried about the fucking Super Bowl. What the hell is this shit, man? This shit is pathetic. But like I said, man, even then, the whole fight back stuff, it might be too late at this point because, you know, all this information that's being revealed, these people are not confessing anything. Like I said, they're bragging about it. They're all bragging about it because they know the population's not going to do anything. And the only reason why they would possibly be revealing all this right now is because they're probably getting ready to do something very big very soon. I don't know what it is, but that's the only reason why they'd reveal all. If they didn't want you to know this shit, they just simply wouldn't reveal it.